Greetings, everyone. This is just a quick one. This is just an update regarding the 153 refugee passengers from Palestine that were held at the airport for about 12 hours, and then eventually they were allowed to enter the country. We all know the position South Africa took to obviously advocate for Palestine, to the extent of opening the criminal case against the president of Israel. However, this is not a political based update. We are just delving deeper into the news on these 153 that have been classified as refugees. Considering where they're coming from, it's a war-torn country, Palestine. But the issue still remains that these are refugees, and we know that there's been organizations locally that have been advocating for obviously refugees to be repatriated to their countries, illegal immigrants obviously to be sent back home. And I just wanted to hear your thoughts on this platform. What do you think of this development? We are not made aware of the classification of these refugees. According to the treaty that South Africa has with Palestine, they are eligible to enter the country and stamped upon entry. So they are eligible for the 90-day visa, which is a visitor's visa stamped upon entry. But what I found interesting in this story is these people that 153 that flew on a chartered plane, they did not have departure stamps, meaning that on the side of Israel, they were not stamped out that they are exiting the country. So there's a lot of questions and gray areas with regards to this, because I mean, from Israel, that's a big airport. How is it that they were not stamped out? What are they trying to avoid? And what were these people carrying? Because if they were searched, checked, and boarded onto a flight, their luggage should have been processed and checked, and their documentation should have been processed and checked, and ensure that, you know, they were ready for departure. But in this case, their passports did not have stamps. They were not stamped out to say that they are flying out, because it's not a domestic flight. This is an international flight. They are flying to another country. So why were they not stamped? And this is part of the reason why they spent 12 hours in the plane. And I think a decision was reached by the BMA to say that, well, they should be allowed. However, I'm not sure what criteria and conditions they have been given for the duration of their stay. Are they classified as tourists? Because now the news says that they are refugees. So this is not an issue of them coming on holiday or an issue of them being investors. This is the issue of them being refugees. So this is also one thing that I would like us to reason and think about. I want to show you a statement from the Border Management Control, which is on the screen at the moment. They highlighted that these people, they are not seeking asylum, meaning that they don't want to be classified as refugees. But on top of them not seeking asylum, they did not have the requirement stamps of departure from where they're coming from. So that's why they were withheld at the airport. But now here's the interesting part. The gift of givers had to write the Ministry of Home Affairs to say that we would like to accommodate these people during their duration of stay in South Africa. That's where the things get interesting. So the gift of givers write the Home Affairs to say, look, we need these people, let them stay, we will accommodate them. Do they know these people? Have these people been classified? How did they depart without being screened and processed? Now, upon the email that was sent from the gift of givers to the Home Affairs, a decision was made that, okay, we're going to allow them. But what classification will they fall under? Let me know your thoughts and take on this. Again, I'm asking for you to engage your mind. So, is the law and the Constitution held of a high regard, or is the voice of an NGO greater than the Constitution and the government? Let me know your thoughts and take on this. We are not saying that because they come from Palestine, it doesn't classify them as terrorists. These are human beings and they ought to be given a chance, but I definitely would love to hear from you what you think of this development. Do you think this is just a publicity stunt for the G20 meeting, or is this an act of kindness? How are the South Africans, those that are advocating for a refugee-free South Africa? Let us know in your comment section what you think of this development. What's your take on this? On this platform, we are committed to not only bringing you news that is interactive, but we also want to share thoughts and ideas. By so doing, we learn of one another and shift our paradigm. Learning doesn't end in class. School doesn't end in a schoolyard. Life is a forever ending journey of learning, because if we don't learn, then we are held captive by ignorance, and you know, what you don't know can easily enslave you. Thank you so much for your patience and for support for this channel. If you haven't subscribed, kindly do so, and while you're at it, kindly give this video a thumbs up. What's your take? Abahambe or they must stay? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.